Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1946 of What's She Up To Now, documenting the journey originally as I transitioned from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. I came online in 2017, and by 2018, I was getting up enough courage to actually show up in live video. And I started doing daily live videos for, it's been 5, 6 years now. So why do I show up? Why do I do videos? Number one, to capture what I'm doing. I have vision challenges. So in order to capture things more clearly and more easily than in my scribbled notebooks that I can never read, I decided I would do a video log, and that's what this piece is all about. I share information, things that I've learned, lessons that I've learned, things that have worked in both offline and online businesses. All you have to do is ask, and we will talk about the topics that are of interest to you. I also share that I create a couple of pieces of content every day. I've been doing an annual challenge literally for decades personally, but I didn't start doing one online until 2018. And that was kind of my foray, my entry into doing live video, was sharing the annual challenge that I was doing every day. It was a good way to warm up my voice and get over the fear of doing a video. I'm sure some of those early videos are horrendous, as some days my videos are bad, right? Some days I'm a little off and not feeling awesome. I mean, I just had surgery a couple of weeks ago, and so I'm sure some of those videos are a little shaky right after that. But otherwise, I think it's important to show up and be yourself and be authentic and be who you are and share what you know with the rest of the world, because that's one of the best ways we can connect and make an impact on the world around us, is by setting an example, sharing the things that we've learned and known. I'm 63 years old. I've been through a lot of stuff, and hopefully something that can help you. So today we talked about in Supersize Your Business. Supersize Your Business is my group for entrepreneurs and business owners, small business owners, big business owners, but people that are running and building and supersizing and growing their own business. And a couple of years ago, when I was moving, following my divorce, I started to do, because I had a big house and a big project in hand, I needed to find a way to create content every day that was quick and easy and that I could tie to building and growing your business. And I started to share an idiom every day. I found a book of my kids's from junior high, maybe not even junior high, might have been from grade school. It was a scholastic book about 600 plus idioms. And I just thought, okay, I'll share these for 30 or 60 days while I'm moving. And then I'll be done with it. Well, as I got into it, it became challenging and fun, kind of like doing improv, to figure out what do these idioms have to do with growing and building and supersizing a business. And a few of them, it's really hard to find a connection to building a business and those particular idioms. I don't have an example off the top of my head, but some of them are a pretty big stretch. But so far, I think with just about all of them, I've found a way to tie it into growing and building our business. Why? Because growing and building a business is like living your life. It's a lot of ups and downs and experiences, but there's always something we can learn and apply from what we are learning. Well, today's idiom was life is a double-edged sword. So I used, of course, my my childlike toys that I happen to have a lot of these days. My sister gave this to my granddaughter. Ooh, it turns on, but it must need batteries. I'm sure it lights up and makes noises and does all kinds of crazy things. But as far as life being a double-edged sword, it reminds us that life we experience a lot of things during our life, and whether they're positive or negative, whether we see our life as positive or negative, good or bad, advantageous or disadvantaged, is entirely up to us. We get to choose what everything means to us, and every experience means to us. And we can say they're a bad experience or a good experience, but we can learn from every experience. And I have defined good and bad as, if I learn something from an experience, then I've gotten a positive out of it. Therefore, it's not a bad experience. It's just something that happened. So a lot of stuff that happens in our lives that we have zero control over. And if we try to control everything, it's like trying to control the weather. We're going to be continually disappointed and thinking that life is rigged against us, but really life is rigged in our favor. I choose to believe life is rigged in our favor. Life is rigged in my favor because I have a lot better outcomes, a lot better experiences by living with that belief than if I say, oh my God, the world's terrible. It's so awful. Ain't it awful? Yada, yada, yada. So that was our idiom for today. Life is a double-edged sword. Love to know your thoughts on that. I believe that everything happens for a reason, and we don't always understand the reason, and not until we get the reason and understand the reason do we accept that experience? Our topic for this year's annual challenge, the Get Your Goals annual challenge, where we're doing one thing every day to get what we want, was the physical interaction and of our getting our physical goals and the interaction with other life framework areas. Now, I use a 9-part life framework to kind of get rid of some of the chaos that is all of our lives. And it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution were the first 7. And in 2021, following the pandemic, I added communication and confidence because I was working with a coaching group that those were some of the core values that they had. And I realized that we can categorize and have those as listed areas, which is what I do when I'm considering the interaction for the day's challenge. But really, this is what it looks like in my mind and probably in real life. Each area impacts and is interacted with a web of all the other areas of the life framework. So that was our topic for today's challenge. If I can help you in any way, please ask. I want to be a resource to you in any way that I can possibly be. If I don't know the answer to the question, I am more than happy to refer you to somebody that can help you. But have a terrific day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.